Okay, so today's gonna be a pretty exciting video. This is something I've been working on for a while. So parallel coding. So you can kind of see the idea here. The idea is that we have two clients, Claude Code. On the other side, we have client 2, that's gonna be Cursor in our case. They're gonna collaborate to create one project. So basically this means that they are coding in the same, you can call it code base at the same time. What I did is I created an MCP server in the middle here, so actually client 1 can communicate with client 2 and vice versa. So they can send messages to ask for updates, what they have done, so we can try to get some more context into the collaboration here. But it's not working perfect yet. I'm still developing this. But I just wanted to share kind of my initial testing of this, and I thought we can just try to build a quite simple project with some parallel coding. So yeah, let's just get over to this two clients and try to figure this out. So first, let me just show you the MCP server. So you can see here we have a server that is on localhost 8765, and you can see that I tested it out here. Received signal ready from client 2. Client 2 is waiting, and this is kind of where they send this. So we connect to this server via our MCP bridge. I'm not going to go into details today on the MCP server, but it's basically, if we look at our Claude code, it's connected to sync bridge, right? And the same on Cursor. If we go to, we can swap the window and we can check out settings, MCP, sync bridge. So both are connected to the same MCP server here. So what we can do now is we can send messages, right? I have created some system info for client 2 that is going to be Claude code, where they kind of have the format, how they can send messages. And we have some Cursor rules for client 1 that is going to follow, right? So let me just set up how we can send those messages so we can actually see that this is working now. So what we can do here now, we just want to start here on client 2. So read the files in path, because we want to read our system message in client 2 here. Over on Cursor, we can do send a message to client 2 that you are ready to work. And yeah, we're just gonna do that. So you can see now we're gonna connect to our MCP sync bridge tool, right? And we're gonna send this. So sometimes we have some issues, so we're just gonna stop it. Try again, correct format. Because I have some trouble sometimes getting started. Okay. So we sent a message, I'm ready to work. Let's try to read this now with the other client. So check for messages from client 1 in sync server. So hopefully now we can use the MCP tool. Yeah, we did that. And you can see, hello client 2, I'm ready to work on the backend. Let me know if you need any support from the front end development. So you can see that. I can just say answer. Answer was my aim, but let's see. Okay, so yeah, I had some issues with some tool changes, but here we got it. Hi client 1, let's build a simple app. Could you set up a basic API? And you can see they are communicating here now. Waiting for client 1 to answer, and we can do again, check for messages and answer. So hopefully this could be autonomous, but for now I'm just testing it out like manually. And you can see I'll respond. You can see we got the message here. Let's build a simple app, right? And you can see they are answering, client 2, I'll say, yeah. So this is working. Now they can communicate, right? But it's not so easy. It's not very effective to plan a project this way. So what I've been doing is I've been using Gemini 2.5 to actually create a plan for both client 1 on the front end, client 2 on the back end. So today I thought we can just build a project where client 1 does the front end, client 2 or vice versa does the back end. And we're going to see how that is, and we're going to try to implement the MCP server in between there. Okay, so over here on 2.5 Pro, I did this prompt here. So we have a client 1 and a client 2 that is going to work on a project in parallel. They can send messages to communicate with each other using the sync server MCP tool. What you need to do is create a step-by-step plan. I will send to client 1 and client 2 so they can start on their part of the project. The project should be a nice photo upload app that stores images in a local directory called images. This project will just run locally. Plan out this so I can send a plan to client 1 and 2. So we're gonna run this on Gemini 2.5 Pro now to get the plan. And then we're gonna send this to both our clients, right? So they can work together on this project and actually start creating something. And we're just gonna observe this, they working in parallel in this environment here. So you can see I set cursor code, Claude code to client 2. And I'm gonna say to cursor that is gonna be client 1. Yeah, that's gonna be the back end. So I'm just gonna stop this now and we should be good to go. Here is your plan. So let's go back to Gemini now. You can see we have our detailed plan here. I'm not gonna go too deep into this now. I just wanna see that it's viable, right? I think it looks fine. So simple, local app, final touches. Yeah, we can try to include that. Okay, so now we have the app, right? No, the plan for both clients. So I'm just gonna paste in the plan here, and then we're ready to go. So this is gonna be pretty fast now when both is starting. And you can see, I understand. Let's set up the backend. So cursor is working on the backend, and this is working on the front end, right? So yeah, it actually did send some information to try to send at least to the sync bridge. But we're gonna set this to full auto, and we're gonna just let it run. And then we're gonna kind of see at the end here. So you can see we created a backend and a front end directory. That's a good start, right? But it's almost impossible to follow along here because everything happens so fast. So you can see cursor is working on the backend. This is the server.js. And we can see Claude Code here is working on the front end. So everyone is running on full auto here. And okay, so we are already on the front end. So it's really hard to pay attention. Basic front end application. I'll wait for the client one response to confirm for the API. Okay. So now it's gonna send, yeah, perfect. Let's respond back to client 2. So now they are communicating. Yes, that is what I wanted to see. It's check now. I'm just gonna say check if there's any message. Check with the MCP tool sync server. So this is kind of where I'm quite lost. I don't know how exactly to set this up. But okay, so it found the message. That's perfect. So now it's probably gonna continue. I received information about the API contract. Let's test the integration. And now it's gonna give a new answer. Let's update. So it keeps updating autonomously. That's what I wanted to see. So you can see cursor here is actually sending messages without me saying that it has to do that. So let's summarize. So we're just gonna wait for client to complete. So it read another message. I can see the backend implementation is working well. You already tested it with a sample image. Okay, so now we should be ready. I think so. But let's see now. Start the backend server, open the front end, and test uploading an image. Seeing the preview and upload it. Okay, so let's try it out. That was very fast. You can see the backend server is running here on localhost 3000. And I'm just gonna open up the front end and let's open up our index. Okay, so you can see we have the photo upload. So I'm gonna try that out now. Just gonna pick a file here. This one, we got the preview, good. Uploaded successfully. So now I'm gonna check temporary files. I don't really know where the file went though. Backend images. So let's see. Boom, we got it. So that was pretty cool, right? So we did a test image. And you can see how fast this was creating kind of the backend in parallel with the front end. So yeah, I gotta say, pretty interesting technology to try to do this. But I'm gonna keep working on it, and I'm gonna work kind of more on the communication between the two. So this was kind of flawless. There was not a lot of issues here. But what I want this to be is more of like, let's say, the backend or the client one does 3 implementations. Let's say it creates 3 different implementations into the code base. Then it's gonna wait I want the same in cursor, 3 implementations into the code base, and then it's gonna go to the server and wait, and then they're gonna share information so they can continue, so they know they are kind of what path they are on. That is my goal for this. So I'm gonna keep testing, but this was just an initial test, and you can see that parallel coding with 2 clients running 2 different LLMs is working if you give them these instructions. And it's pretty interesting. So this is definitely not the last video we're gonna do on this. So I hope this inspired you. Hope you kind of wanted to test this out. If a lot of people is interested in the kind of the MCP server with the communication between the clients, I might upload that. Just leave a comment and I will try to do that. Other than that, thank you for tuning in for this a bit short video, but I will come back to this. It's just kind of my early preview. Enjoy your day, and we'll probably see you again tomorrow.